Good morning to both of you, gentlemen. Jeff, let me just start with you as a strategist. What was this strategy? It seemed like, with the housing bill, that seemed like a ready-made win for the president and Republicans. Good idea, bad idea?
Well, would have definitely loved to have the pomp and circumstance of the press conference yesterday, but the presidents do this all the time where they corner Congress for other priorities. That's what happened. The president hasn't vetoed the bill. He intends to either sign it over the next 10 days or it becomes law automatically, which you've seen in a couple other bills. And he made it clear months ago that his priority is one of his priorities is getting SAVE Act passed. And he's going to do everything that he can to do that to ensure voter integrity. That's what he did yesterday. And I don't think the American people care much about a press conference. I think they care about prices coming down, and ultimately this housing bill will become law.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest kitchen table issue for a lot of Americans heading into midterm. So I'm curious, why it wasn't signed. But Scott, let me play some sound from Democrats, because Democrats in the House and the Senate are fuming over the president's refusal to sign this bill until Congress passes the SAVE Act election reforms that he's been demanding. Take a quick listen to what they had to say.
Trump's clown car gets more and more laughable. He's petulant, he's angry, and he looks ridiculous.
He canceled the signing ceremony because he would rather jam their reckless and extreme ideology down the throats of the American people and try to rig the midterm elections.
This is just more evidence that Donald Trump really doesn't care about how hard American families are struggling.
Scott, what do you make of all this? And is the Democratic Party kind of touting this as a win for them headed into midterms? Not for the American people, but for the party.
Yeah, it's not a win for any Americans, and it's not a win for any party. The president's petulance, think about this. He is his own worst enemy. He says he doesn't care about the affordability issues. He doesn't care about the average American making ends meet. And then he delays a housing bill which will allegedly expand the housing base, make housing more affordable to the average American. Something like 75% of young people who come out of college either don't see the American dream as home ownership, or that they don't see themselves buying homes in their 20s, 30s. They have to wait till their 40s or 50s. And his delay in signing the bill to get them that level of relief is more important for him to do a SAFE Act, which makes it harder for people to vote in democracy, than getting them the relief on the housing side. He's just proving that deep down he just really doesn't care, and that is petulance, and it's political petulance. That's the only conclusion you can reach vis-a-vis delaying the signing of the housing bill, which has nothing to do with the SAVE Act or him beefing with the Senate or about Iran and all these other issues. And so we've come to know this to be his political card, but it's not a winning political card.
Jeff, what's your response to that? And do you think the president does need to do a better job at showing that he cares about affordability for Americans?
I think he's doing that, and I think he will. 2 weeks from now, this bill will become law, and the president will be out on the campaign trail touting it. This is about a press conference that was canceled. It was about cornering Republicans and Democrats to pass another priority, and that's done all the time. I don't think the American people, like I said, care about a press conference. They care about action. And at the end of the day, this is a good bill. It will bring down housing prices. It will keep Wall Street from buying housing in block, and it will happen. It's just going to be delayed 10 days, and I don't think the American people are really paying attention to that 2 weeks from now.
Scott, that's
just for the delay.
The wrinkle in it is if he doesn't veto it, if he doesn't sign it, it becomes law anyway. So a lot of people wondering if this is just an empty threat. Do you think he would veto the bill if it came to it, or no?
He can't. He championed this bill going against his friends on Wall Street. So I think my gut is he's going to sign it because the White House put a lot of political capital behind this and going against the business community and the housing development community. But the optics on this is just awful. That people are suffering because of his war of choice in Iran on gas prices and oil prices, the world economy. They're suffering because of his tariffs and inflation and all the other things things that come with affordability. And so on top of that now, which magnifies how much the perception is and him being in 30 percentile as far as approval, it magnifies how much the optics that he's going to delay it 2 weeks versus giving American people relief right now in regard to the housing market. That's just, it borders on the nonsensical, and whether he really is attacking or an economic terrorist for the American economy. It just makes no sense.
I have to end it there, but Scott Bolton, Jeff Burton, thank you both so much for your time and your different perspectives this morning. Really appreciate it, gentlemen. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Marky.
And
Great
thanks
seeing
to
you.